Hello, first grade scientists. So, we're starting a whole new unit and we're going to be investigating rocks, water, and soil. So, the first unit we're going to talk about is rocks. How do we use rocks? Before we even take a look at all these cool things that we use rocks for, take a moment and pause this video and talk to a parent, talk to your teacher. How do we use rocks in our world? I hope you came up with several ways that we use rocks, but first, I thought I'd start off real interesting. Did you know that we brush our teeth with rocks, or at least adults do? Yes, we do. Adults brush their teeth with rocks. So, rocks are in toothpaste, and the kind of rock that we use in toothpaste is mica or fluoride. And if you get a little dab of your parents' toothpaste, or when you're old enough to use the adult toothpaste and you're brushing and you crunch down, you can feel the tiny little crumblings of rocks because they crush them up really small. And it's helped to really get the stains off of our teeth. So we brush our teeth with rocks. Next, and you probably guessed this one, we build houses with rocks. Bricks are rocks. And so you may have even seen houses with actual huge rocks put in there with concrete, but bricks are definitely rocks. Our school is built of rocks. Thank goodness for rocks, because how would we have these sturdy buildings? And the next one you probably have at your house. Our countertops. You may see these kind of countertops in your kitchen, in your bathroom. It's granite or onyx, all of these deep in the ground rocks that we dig out. We use huge bulldozers and we get huge slabs of these gorgeous rocks. And then they buff it down to make it really shiny and smooth. And then we use them for our countertops in our homes or in our bathrooms. Okay, chalk. Chalk, you guys love to use rocks with chalk. Okay. And in fact, when we talk about rocks, there is a way we talk about rocks as either hard rocks or soft rocks. And you might say, Miss Mac, all rocks are hard. Well, yes, but there's a hardness to different rocks. And so with chalk, which is a very, very soft rock called a limestone, they use that, and you know how it rubs off. That is a soft rock. It can rub off and grind down very easily. And then they add dye to the limestone, and that's how we get chalk. The next one, did you know that you eat rocks every day? Yes, I said it. You eat rocks every day. And you may not believe me. Go ahead and pause this video and talk with your teacher or your parent, like, how in the world do we eat? We eat rocks every day. You eat it with salt. Salt is put in almost all food, whether you add it with a little salt shaker or it's added just to make it. Even cupcakes have a tiny bit of rocks in them by using salt. So I want you guys to take a moment and go try some rocks. Your teacher will have some rocks for you to taste. Your parents should have some rocks for you to taste, but you eat them all the time. And there's different color of salt, as you see on this PowerPoint. You see like a pink rock and rock salt. How salt is made via rocks is these rocks are in the ocean. And ocean is salt water, which we will talk about in the future. And over thousands of years, that salt water is just hitting on those rocks, and the rocks are absorbing the salt. And that's how it becomes a rock, and a salty rock. And then we grind it down just to make salt. And so we eat rocks every day. Statues. Does anybody know who that is in both of them? Talk for a moment and take a look at who these two characters are, what these statues are representing. And with these statues, the rock is, as far as hardness, it's not super hard, but they're softer than really, really hard rocks. And that allows us to carve it out. And we carve those statues out, just like in the first one, which I won't say who it is.